What is up, YouTube? I'm Devon, DaVinci, leader of the Renaissance crew, and you're watching DaVinci Reacts. Today I got another gaming reaction for you guys. This is Resident Evil 3 Remake, the Nemesis trailer. Now, man, I made a tweet earlier, and I was talking about whether or not this year, 2020, is going to be one of the greatest gaming years in video game history. There's always a handful of them. You guys know the ones like 1998, 1997, 2004, where just a ton of games just comes bombarding through the year and obliterates your entire wallet. This is becoming one of those years. Within the span of 1 month, we have Final Fantasy VII Remake coming out, Resident Evil 3 Remake coming out, Cyberpunk 2077, I believe that's the name of it, coming out. Now there was a handful of other games also coming in during that time. I believe Animal Crossing is somewhere around there. I believe Smash Brothers might be having an update coming out sometime around there. This is just the early portion of the year, because normally these type of releases come out around October and stuff. Like, that's when the big releases tend to come out. So there's no telling what the future holds. So the fact that all these games are coming out in a time that normally would be considered a downtime in video games, like March, April, right around the time spring starts going into summer. Normally a lot of games, or a lot of like big time games like this, don't really come out. They just said, screw it, we're going to just come out with everything. So I don't know how my wallet is going to handle this. I really want Final Fantasy Remake. I really want the collector's edition of Final Fantasy Remake, but not the collector's edition, the first class edition with the figurine Cloud on the motorcycle. But at this point, I might not even be able to get that. Like, I might have to just go for a regular copy and use that extra money that I saved to buy Resident Evil and all these other games. So with that being said, let's jump into this and see what it has to offer. I'm looking forward to seeing what Nemesis looks like in the remake in its entirety. There was like sneak peeks of them during the last trailer I reacted to. So let's jump into this and see what it has to offer.
Come on!
Ooh.
Hey, easy, lady. I got you.
Who are you?
You ain't got a goddamn thing.
I'm Satan.
Carlos. Stars.
I'm with the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service. UBCS for short.
This city is completely cut off, isolated. We need help. My men cannot do this alone.
The town's crawling with those freaks. No chance of fighting our way out of the city. Why is
I was about
she
to pause
here?
it. Hunters.
She's unreliable.
It's me he's after. I'll buy you some time.
Hey, wait! Wait, Jill!
Oh my gosh. The backpack.
Jill, what happened? Come in!
Oh my God. Oh man, I got chills. I got freaking chills. Yeah, the classic costumes. Perfect. Alright, this video was given to me, or not necessarily given to me, but I got this video off of MKIceAndFire. I'm a big fan of their channels. Their channel. They do a lot of Mortal Kombat themed stuff. They also do trailers every once in a while, but mostly I believe their content is Mortal Kombat based, which is why I like it, because Mortal Kombat is one of my favorite series. So I will have a link for their channel at the end of this video, right around here. Click on it, it'll take you to their channel. You can watch their content, subscribe. Excuse me. Subscribe to them, all the other good stuff. I have chills because Not even because of how great the game looks or the anticipation I have for the game, because that is high. I am looking forward to this game very much. It's the one Resident Evil game that I actually did beat. I mean, besides Resident Evil 2 Remake and Resident Evil 4. I'm talking about like the classic tank-controlled Resident Evils. I never beat any of them in the past except for Resident Evil 3. And that was like recently. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this because it's one of the games that I have the most attachment to in the series. And the idea that I'm just dreading fighting Nemesis throughout the game. Like, I didn't make it far in the original Resident Evil 2, so I had no idea anything about Mr. X. I didn't know anything about tyrants, none of that stuff. I just thought I was fighting zombies, and every once in a while, like, you know, you fight a somewhat stronger enemy. When I was playing the Resident Evil remake, or Resident Evil 2 remake, which I did live stream, you can find it on my channel. I might have a link for the playlist somewhere around here. My reaction to the Mr. X was 100% genuine. I had to pause the game just to collect my thoughts to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do. Especially when I learned that he actually traveled through the mansion and could open doors. That floored me. I had no idea what the hell I was gonna do at that point. Like, I was really contemplating about just turning the game off. Like, I really was. So that was just a segment of that game. Resident Evil 2, you don't fight the tyrant the entire time. There's portions where it's coming after you and like you have to do something, but then after you do something, you don't have to worry about him anymore. Like, once you get into the elevator, or, well, actually there's two portions where you get in the elevators to escape them. And then like there's the fight towards the end of the game. But outside of that, you don't really run into him. When it comes to Nemesis, very early in the game, Nemesis is introduced, and they really let you know that at any point, randomly, Nemesis can pop up. So I'm wondering what they're going to do. Like, are they going to make it where it's still segments of the game where, like, you go to certain areas, Nemesis is there, he chases you, but then if you go to a certain point, you're pretty much free to breathe until the next scripted event where he pops up again? Or is it going to be like a 100% 24-hour Mr. X first introduction on Resident Evil 2 Remake, where the entire game he's constantly in pursuit? He can open doors, he's always looking for you, so you have to play the entire game while at the back of your head knowing that somewhere on the map there's this character just like traveling around looking for you. And that has me freaking nervous. That's what I got chills from. That's what gave me the goosebumps. Not how great the game looks, but the idea of dreading. I'm going to be live streaming this game, and I'm going to have to run from Nemesis. That's what has me nervous. Let me know what you all think. Let me know what you are anticipating from this game, what your expectations are, your opinions about Nemesis, and how you think the mechanic is going to work. Please let me know. If you've heard anything, and you have any way of letting me, like, if you have any news that can relax me, like, oh yeah, don't worry, he's not going to be in the game entirely, it's just going to be portions of the game, please let me know so I can breathe. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share. I look forward to seeing you guys in a future video. Until then, I'm going to give you the deuces, and I'm looking forward to more videos of the games coming around this particular release date, or this release window. Give you the deuces, and I'm signing out. Deuces.